Hey guys, I'm back with another market update part 2, so let's get started. So the market's really crazy right now. Joining together surpasses, brilliant stars. There's some weird prismatic market manipulation and people just being kind of dumb and making poor buying decisions. Um, Seems like the joining together thing is a little more legit, and the prismatic one is a little like there's some parts of prismatic that are strong. There's other parts that are just like, why are you doing that? So I'm gonna go over all that. So it's official that joining together is now the most expensive Scarlet Vibe booster box. 264.95, about 265. Surging Sparks leads at number goes at number two. That's about 255, roughly maybe 257. This is actually about the same high that Surging Sparks has ever been. I track the Surging Sparks days every day, and yeah, there's a string of days where it was about 264, about 265 from March 8th to March 13th. Now it's back to about 256. Um, Journey Together has been rising. It was at two. It went from like 240 to 249, and now it's at 264. I do think that just from basic TCG player market mechanics, I do notice that like a lot of boxes were taken down. Like I think that there's one seller who put like 2,000 boxes, and like that seller has gone away, and I feel like there should be a little more boxes than that, but yeah, there's only like 100 boxes left, um, and it's selling at literally $100 a day. So I don't really know what's gonna happen. It's gonna be really crazy if it actually sells out on TCG Player, um, because some of these prices like it's pretty reasonable for all these boxes to get bought up. Maybe even this box. The last 18 they're a little expensive. This eight card house I've seen it when Prismatic was pre-released. It tends to just overshoot the market a lot. I don't even know when it gets sales to be honest, but it tends to just leave its listing as like a super high price. Um, yeah, I don't really know what its deal is with that. Um, but when I look at eBay, it doesn't really get much better for trying to get booster boxes because it is actually selling for about that price. This is the pre-release one because it doesn't have that little enhanced red mark. Um, this is selling for 275. This is for about let's say 280, include the shipping. This is 245, it's a little lower. Um, this is about 280 include the shipping. This is about 260, which is about the same price CG player. So honestly, it doesn't get much better even go on eBay. This is like a little lower at 235, but yeah, it kind of makes sense because there's not as much of these. People are buying these like crazy, um, and more and more people just want the cards for whatever reason. A lot of them want it just for the money, to be honest. Um, but Surging Sparks, like, it's just yeah, um, yeah. But as far as just basic, I don't really know what's gonna happen on release day. Um, if the box rises like a ton in the next couple of days, I think it's possible that we'll see some sort of decrease on release day as people like flood the market with their actual boxes. Um, but in general, like it just makes sense for it to go up. Especially the booster boxes, they're the lowest price per pack. Um, yeah, they're still the lowest price per pack at 7 35 at this price. Booster bundles are $10 a pack, and ETBs are I'll tell 73 pack like how close this is the same this booster bundle pricing is the same price as a 151 pack for Blooming Waters. Um, it's pretty insane. Yeah, it's like Blooming Waters is like 10 I forget it's like 10 30 10 50 something like that. It's almost the exact same price. Um, Okay, so the ETBs are also going up. So they were going back down after shooting up from 90 to about 120, but they were going back up again. And again, the quantity on TCG players is quite low. So that's part of the reason why like we're getting to a point where there's not a lot of sellers all of a sudden. The bundles are the opposite case where there's a lot of people with them, but they're pretty much like people buying these are kind of just stupid. So or it's either stupid or it's all they can afford. Which if it's that case, I understand. If you're buying it because you think it's really worth at that price, then that's not a good idea. The booster box is way better to buy. Um, okay, I want to get to Prismatic. So Prismatic, I noticed something. So I've been noticing this. This is actually probably some market manipulation that I didn't really realize. Um, it's not the worst thing scenario, but it's definitely some like someone kind of probably realized something about the market, and I didn't really notice until I saw the price go up. So this pouch has been selling like around the 70s. Where is it? Pouch is this row over here, row 34. Um, and then scroll all the way over to today. Yeah, it's been like around 74 for like the longest time. Selling about $14 a pack or 14.80 a pack. I was like, okay, whatever. That's pure release, whatever. That's fine. Then it goes up to like $80, which is $60 a pack, and then it jumps to like 111 all of a sudden to $20 a pack. I'm like, wait, what happened? Um, so I didn't notice for the pouches. So I was looking at the quantity. I was like, okay, there's not a lot sold every day, because it's not really the best product in the world. Like honestly, I don't really think this thing is that valuable. Like maybe eventually be some rare kind of thing, but like how many collectors are like, yo, I really want this pouch? Like you could just get another like sort of like stuffy or whatever thing pretty easily. Like the things that are worth more, like some rare card, maybe a play mat, like just something else. Like the ultra premium collections usually have extra cards. The cards are usually the most obvious thing. Other than that, other than cards, I've heard playmats do okay, but that kind of varies. But it's just a pouch, guys. Like, um, but what happened is that there was a bunch of bought on the 8th, on not the 8th. There's a bunch 8 bought on the 20th, and that's when the price started going up. And then what I noticed over here is that 88 Car House, that seller again who just puts a lot, is selling 60, which is almost the entire market at TCG Player. Otherwise, there's only 16. So I think someone realized that like most of the product at TCG Player is at the like higher end, like it's the higher prices. So I like to use by the lower ones, and you can essentially like increase the market price to like 111. And some people actually bought it. I think. Let me check the actual sales data. Actually, um, so no one's actually bought it yet. Actually, so now I officially looked at this $80. But yeah, this is sort of baits for people who just a freak out like, oh, why are patches so expensive? Should I FOMO on it? When I look at eBay, these are still selling for like about 75 price. So just get on eBay if you really want it. Um, and then the other thing that I keep talking about that people are just being really silly about is the ultra premium collection. Actually, that's crazy. The um when I open Prismatic, so I have this all on like tabs and stuff. So this is how I make the videos for you guys. So like I open all these tabs. I start by best selling. And I just like open the tabs individually. After that, so like since I sorted by best selling, this list will change. Like bundles didn't always be up here. Obviously, Mini Tin Surprise Box when they got released, they went up. But then these Super Pure collections number 8, which it's not always like accurate, but it's like it just kind of shows like people are actually buying these at like outrageous prices. Um, try and look for okay, so yeah, people are still buying it for 450, and like it feels like sales are actually going up. Like five or like 11 bought the other day, one was bought yesterday, four bought today. They're selling for the 450. On eBay, I do confirm that um, they are still selling for about 300 to 350. So you're saving yourself like $100. Don't buy the ones that say read description. Like please don't do that. I keep mentioning that. Like there's some scam ones on here. Other than that, like I don't know which ones are trust sellers or anything like that. But just based on price, like you're saving $100. Which you could buy. You could anyone would love another extra $100. As far as let's see. Okay, I want to talk about bundles because I keep talking about bundles. So bundles, they went down like 2 cents. Um, it still drops the pack price. The loose pack price is about 12.50. But the thing about bundles is that um, so I've been looking at demand versus supply. So bundles, you see how like the bars go like lower. So like yeah, they were at like 200 um, items sold a day, or maybe 250, and they were dropping to like 190, 172, and 122. And I was like, oh, are we actually going to see um, there be enough bundles out there? But as of yesterday, we see 220 sold again, and again, this quantity is going down. If I remember correctly, it was like is that somewhere slightly above 1,000, like maybe like 1,200, 1,300. I don't remember the exact amount. Then it went to like 1500, then 1600, then like back to a little lower than 1600. And then recently it went to like 1000 and hit the 900s, and then went back to 1000 yesterday. And now it's back in the 900s. So like I'm just keep looking at this. If this number ever gets really really low, like um, bundles cannot stay this cheap forever. And over here I see that there's only 5 boxes selling at this 75 price, and it goes to 76, and it goes 77. So it's not like there's a ton of boxes at that price. Um, so and yeah, you can just tell with everything else Prismatic is definitely going crazy. Um, but yeah, you can still get relatively cheap Prismatic, 12.49 a pack. Every now and then the poster collections sell for cheap, so it's like 12.66 a pack. There's sometimes a couple listings, but the loose pack price is still about 12.20. The other big thing is that the tin displays went up about $7. Yeah, I've been talking about how like I've been thinking they're undervalued for so long. I just kind of started losing faith in them. But yeah, they finally started to rise back up again. Um, to 1360. I want to see how that progresses. Um, let's see. As far as other changes, the surprise box went down $3. Binder went down $1. PCTV went down 2. Posters went down about $1.50. Uh, that's most of the important ones. As far as like any interesting demand data, ETB demand is doing pretty good yesterday. 74. Um, pack demand, not bad. It's kind of sticking around the 100 mark. Tin displays, yeah, I don't really see like I see consistent demand, but I don't really see like insane extra sales or anything. Um, I guess that there weren't a lot of listings. I didn't really check the listings at that price, at that 210 price. Just for the future. Is there anything? Is everyone selling it like? Oh, there's like it's like 45 here. Yeah, that's like way too many. There's way too many at this 217 price. Surprise boxes. I think the quantity went down to 120 yesterday, and now it's back to 140. So it kind of makes sense that the price kind of dropped because more were introduced to the market. Um, or this could have been the auxiliary items. I didn't really count those, so I could be wrong about that. PCTB's demand kind of went down yesterday slightly. Prismatic binder collections demand went up a little bit, but the price still went down. Two pack things they went down slightly to 11. Usually they're more like honestly 30, so that's actually pretty low yesterday for it. Uh, Poster collections are still selling okayish. 10 yesterday, sometimes more. All right, so let's go to Crown Zenith. So Crown Zenith, the packs went down to about $9. Not that big of a deal. The bundles went down to up to $70, which is kind of surprising. I didn't really see any um, thing to see why it really went up. Um, Except maybe sellers changed their listings or something. 70, I think, is a new high. I think before that it was about 69, like literally, 68.95, 68.99. I don't think it's been higher than that before. Um, but I do see like a loss of demand of Crown Zenith. Like packs have been not selling well at all, like 8, 12, 27. Before that was selling in the hundreds all of a sudden. Oh, like it's just something really low all of a sudden, which is can happen because a lot of these people are like ripper shippers. Um, but even yeah, even the 3 month range, you see how like it's just generally going down, except for the sporadic March 14th to March 19th period. Sea and Sky, I still see it's also kind of dropping. You see how like there's a lot more demand over here, and now it's dropped to about like 5 to 7 a day. Um, Bundles, yeah, I don't really say anything crazy. Like I saw demand kind of dropping. I guess there was only so many boxes listed at that 64 price, and now it's at 70. But it wasn't anything really obvious. I don't always look at all the listings down, but even at the 70 price, it could go past 70 pretty easily. You should just sell to 73. Um, yeah, like bundles can easily go 73, 75. And the ETBs, more about yesterday. I do remember there's just this boredom. I finally seen it make a dent. I saw 45 here initially about, or at least 45 the other day. It's finally halved. So yeah, once these sell out, then we can see ETPs kind of go back. But like that's a good chunk of the market though. There's only 100 listed. Um, so if like these sell, that's like a fourth of the market. Um, and at 151, so Blooming Waters is still the cheapest. I think Blooming Waters went down, so it's at 10.36 a pack. Um, it's still way cheaper than buying a loose pack or a bundle, which are about $11. After that, like the cheapest 151 packs for any non-pack sort of thing, like a bundle pack or Living Waters, is about $13. So quite good for the collector things. Might be hard for people to unload them because a lot of people just want to open 151. But yeah, there's value in like every collector thing to be at least $13 a pack. Um, they do have accessories and stuff. Bundle demand is still doing fine, about like 150 a day. Um, pack ultra premium collections, their demand kind of went up a lot yesterday. As far as price changes, bundles went down a dollar, EPCs went up $4. So I guess that correlates to the demand. ETBs went up about $2. Zapdos boxes went down about $3. I've been seeing a lot of these at I think Walmart, like people getting them, so it makes sense that it goes down. Posters went down about less than a dollar. It was close up to a dollar, so I just listed it. And then Blue Wars went down about 175 to $2. Um, yeah, UPC demand went up, and then ETB demand's been kind of low. Like yesterday, it kind of went back to 5, but other than that, it's kind of low lately. It's usually more like selling 7 to 10 a day. Loose packs, it's been doing kind of well lately at about 100, 85 to 100 packs a day. PCTBs, it's kind of going down. You see how like it seems like there's more activity here than here. Um, Binders, I think there's been more people selling the expensive binders, or the cheap versions of these expensive binders. Like over here, there's two listings for about 140, which is definitely less than 150. So I'm seeing more people try to offload their binders. And then Blooming Waters, demand's actually going down a little bit. Like, you see how like that's is sloping downward. I know that I haven't really been tracking the effect of mini tins on the market, except maybe Drew Blues packs. But yeah, it's actually going down, even though it's the cheapest way to get packs. It's interesting. Maybe tins are actually cheaper. All right, that's it for today's video. Thanks, guys. Bye.